You've heard of cataracts and glaucoma, but there's another serious eye disease that you may not know about. I didn't. Keratoconus in the past could only be treated with a corneal transplant from cadaver tissue. Dr. Jeffrey Whitman is with me this morning with the Key-Whitman Eye Center with great news for patients who suffer from this. Good morning, Dr. Whitman. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Okay, for people like me who didn't know what it was, what's keratoconus?
Well said. And keratoconus is a progressive disease of the cornea, the front surface of our eye. If you wear a contact lens, it sits on the cornea. And in keratoconus, the collagen fibers that make up the cornea get progressively weak over time and start to bulge forward, changing the shape of the cornea. So it eventually becomes kind of a cone-like shape. Now that's microscopic. It's not something you can see in the mirror. And it usually begins in your 30s and 40s, and it can cause a progressive blurriness of vision and distortion of vision.
So do we know what causes it?
Well, in some patients, it can be genetic. It can be, passed down in family. Some, it can be related to certain allergy situations. Often we see a history of frequent eye rubbing, chronic eye rubbers, but in most patients, we never find a cause.
Okay, you're here because you want to tell our viewers about an exciting new treatment.
Well, it's called corneal cross-linking. It's kind of simple. And in the past, again, we have not had a real treatment or a way to stop this disease. We could fit patients with a hard, rigid contact lens to try to push it back into shape. But if it continued, we had to do a full corneal transplant. And now with corneal cross-linking, we can perform a two-step process. First step where we put some topical vitamin B drops, riboflavin, vitamin B drops on the surface of the cornea. And then the second step is we expose that same area to a controlled amount of UV light. And this completes that corneal collagen cross-linking and can stabilize the cornea so it won't have progression of the disease for the rest of the patient's life.
Wow, I'm always amazed and grateful for the things that we can treat that we could not at one time.
It is amazing.
Does this hurt?
Well, that's always the number one question, and no, not at all. We use some simple anesthetic numbing drops to the eye, and the procedure itself takes less than an hour.
Okay, maybe the number two question is, does insurance cover it?
And good question, and we have a great new answer for that, because in the past, patients had to pay for it out of pocket if they could afford it. And now we're finding that most insurance will cover the procedure, which makes it affordable for almost all keratoconus patients.
Sounds like a great thing for those people who need it. What's the first step?
Well, the first step is easy. You just either give us a call or set up an appointment online. But listen up for this part. We only perform the procedure at the Dallas headquarters office. So when you make your appointment, let us know that you're interested in the cross-linking procedure so we can get that appointment set up at the correct office.
Okay, and you have locations all over North Texas near everybody.
We're all over the Metroplex. My team and I are at the headquarters office in Dallas off of 75 North Central between Royal and Forest Lane. And when you come in, we'll get you evaluated and see if you're a good candidate for the corneal cross-linking. And if you know anybody that has keratoconus, tell them about it and have them come in.
Okay. Thanks so much, Dr. Whitman. Good to see you. Have a great day.
Good to see you.
Call 214-220-EYES, 214-220-3937, or go to keywhitman.com to request an appointment. Alana?
All right. Thanks, Jay.